People are telling us today that he's sharp, he's mentally sharp, he's prepared for another term. What are they seeing? What's going on there?
I think people need to see it for themselves, and they just need to see the TV.
I want your reaction on this montage right here. I'm sure you've seen a lot of these.
I've been watching
okay?
your stuff all the time.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
just on there. Boom, I'm watching it.
We got a subscriber right here, you guys. This is him going up a staircase to go on Air Force One.
Yeah, he stumbles a couple times.
Right here is a second time. I'm just getting people's thoughts on this.
Oh yeah,
montage.
I saw that online.
That's not a good look for our president. He shows weakness.
When it comes to them seeing him as being cognitively sharp, do you think that videos like this have an effect on that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's portraying him as weak.
When you see this, do you think that people think that he's getting too old and he's falling all over the place, or do you think that's just bad luck on his first term?
I'm not sure. I don't think it's relative to his term. I think that maybe something may be going on with him, but I don't necessarily equate it to his age. There could be a medical issue that hasn't been taken care of. I mean, I wouldn't just necessarily ascribe it to his age. I wouldn't say that.
When they see those videos, are they just thinking he's too old? Is that what's driving it, do you think? Or do you think it's everything?
Not just the tripping, but that he can't finish his, because cognitively he's not okay. It's not only that he's tripping, but that is a big concern because, you know, I saw in Judge Judy once a long time ago, she said if you want to live to be a good long age, remember 2 words: don't trip, don't fall. So if he's falling all the time, that's not good, you know?
So we're just trying to figure out why people are thinking that, but you think he's sharp.
Attention. Yeah, maybe people aren't paying attention to the real issue or to what's going on. I'm not sure. I haven't paid attention to that, to be honest. It has nothing to do with his physical. That has nothing to do with anything, in my opinion. So, I mean, maybe they should pay attention to issues that matter and how he's taking care of those issues. That should be an indicator, not his physical, in my opinion.
So people just maybe aren't paying attention.
Maybe they should pay attention. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm just saying maybe they should pay attention to other things besides him falling up, going up the steps. Like, that's a little bit different than falling down the steps.
I got a question for you. Let's put politics aside for just 1 second. Do you see Trump as being sharper mentally than Joe Biden?
Definitely, yes. Yes. I am not Republican, but I am sure that Trump is much better than, is not perfect, but is much better than Joe Biden.
Would it make you feel better if he took a cognitive test and released it, or would you just not be confident in that cognitive test at all when it comes to the results?
He's already proven to the public with the way he's been acting that he's just not ready for any other position. He really should quit.
That's coming from a Democrat.
Yeah.
Do you think that if he took a cognitive test and released it to the public, do you think that would be a good idea?
That might help ease some speculation.
Not if he's smart. Not if his handlers tell him not to.
Cognitive test and released it to the public?
Are you a doctor?
Huh?
Are you a doctor?
Yes.
Are you a medical doctor?
Yes.
He wouldn't pass it. There's no question. It's straight up. There's no question he couldn't pass it. You can see everything he does. He's not cognizant at all.
You are lying.
Yeah.
I could tell.
Well, I'm just joking. It's a ridiculous question. Why do I have to be a doctor to ask that question?
Because in order to validate the necessity for a cognitive test, there's medical reasons for it. You don't have the capacity to ask him.
Right. The reason why I asked that is because Democrats and Americans are concerned about his cognitive abilities. Do you think that would help him? It's just it's a fair question.
Not just Biden. It has to be everybody. If you're going to do it for one president, you have to do it for every president. Be tested for that.
I think you could probably get a lot of people to agree on that.
And what are you guys going to be doing with this?
This is on YouTube. I mean, maybe I'll ask that to some people today, but I think a lot of people would actually agree that, hey, you know what? If you're going to do it to one president, do it to all of them. I don't really see a problem with that so much.
Secretary of State? Why don't you do it to your congressman here? Yeah. Why don't you do it to Mr. Trump?
Yeah. Trump took one, actually.
A cognitive test?
Yeah, he did.
But insane or not insane?
The doctor said it was okay, but hey, I think most people would support cognitive tests for every president of the United States. Back to your point, I think that's pretty fair.
Because they're leading our country.